Happy Monday. And welcome back to Sin City Crypto Live. My name is David. I'll be one of your co-hosts. And today, like every single day, coming at you live from our studio here in the heart of Las Vegas, Nevada. I'm so excited today. No, we always make fun of each other and we say we don't like each other, but I'm happy to have Rob back. And I know you guys are as well. We're back to our show. Big shout out to Forrest for helping us out last week. We're excited to get back. But first, what did I do? What did I just do to the intro? See how excited I was to see you, bro? And then I just messed up my whole intro. So today we're talking about meme coins. Pepe cracked the top 100. Can it get to the top 20? We have a poll up. Make sure to cast your vote. Also, we're talking about Ethereum, Avalanche, some Bitcoin on-chain analytics, and much, much more. But first, please give a round of applause and welcome back your host, Big Rob.
It's your boy, Big Rob, back in the house. Welcome to Sin City Crypto. If it's your first time checking us out, we're an entertainment-focused cryptocurrency channel where we take old, boring, and stale information and package it up in fun and sexy Sin City Crypto kind of way. And
you actually are officially back in the house.
That's right. That's right. I'm back, baby.
You missed a show or what?
My hairdo's kind of not back, though. What's going on here?
I'm growing out a mullet.
You're growing out a mullet?
No.
You know what isn't growing is the price of Bitcoin in the last 24 hours. It's down, man. $28,233.
You know what is growing?
What's that?
Sin City Crypto. And we have our very first official channel sponsor, Cam's Blue Wire Tech, is sponsoring this channel. Big shout out to them. Cam's Blue Wire Tech provides your business with scalable IT solutions so you can focus on new revenue streams for your business. If you want more information, feel free to check out their website. The link to that is in the description of this video. Make sure to go check that out. So huge shout out to them. Now, Robin.
Hey, boss.
How was your time away?
It's good, man.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Did you learn anything valuable?
All kinds of stuff.
What'd you learn?
I learned that
You learned you miss me?
yeah, that's it.
You say yeah?
I say yes.
No.
Even on camera.
Here's the thing. If I missed you, all I had to do was watch Sin City Crypto because there you were.
It ain't the same, bro. Live in person, baby. Speaking of, it ain't the same. You know, pineapple on pizza. Maybe pizza on pineapple. What do I mean? Well, here's what I mean.
Oh my God.
Would you eat this, right?
What is
Why?
I present to you the pineapple pizza.
you,
Rocco, I feel like this is something you would for sure make, right?
Why you want to torture me with this stuff? I don't understand why you guys do that to me.
What do you mean?
No.
It's a staple in America. You know, us Americans, we make totally normal things and make them weird. Like sushi burritos.
What the heck is
Sushi
that?
burrito. Like, that is the most.
That's weird.
Dude, I
Yeah.
tried it the other day. Or not the other day. I don't know why I said the other day. I tried it a few years ago. And
The other day, a few years ago.
and it was just this big starch ball with some, and then it was so dry, and they're like, well, just dip it in the soy. So I'm like, stop it. Can we just keep sushi where it's supposed to be
I know, man.
in a nice little delicate small chopstick kind of way?
You know, since we're on the topic of Italy here, got some news on Italy. Rocco,
Yeah,
how do you feel about this?
I look better.
This is a Bitcoin ATM in Italy.
Looks way better.
Looks way better than any Bitcoin ATM I've seen here in the States. I'll tell you that.
It looks like the breaker section outside of a commercial
right.
building.
It does.
Like the power went out. You're like, where's the seed freeze in here?
Yeah, they should have made it with the Donatello kind of fresco. But, you know, it's okay.
You know,
But you know what? I won't be surprised. You go there to buy Bitcoin and instead you get the Pepe.
instead you get the pepperoni pizza.
the
You know,
pepperoni.
Talk said no bread, not pizza.
I actually kind of agree with him because I feel like you have to have a bread in all of your, pizza components.
Algo verde.
Yeah, I mean, because it's either thin crust, thick crust, crackery crust.
Cauliflower crust.
No, see, cauliflower crust is not a real thing, bro. Sorry.
I know it's gluten free. So, anyways, we have this that Sin City Crypto tweeted. By the way, if you're not subscribe. Or if you're not following Sin City Crypto on Twitter, please feel free to do so. We have the banking system. Looks like we're playing a big game of Jenga. And guys, we're not there yet. But eventually, we all know what happens. You pull too many of those blocks out. What happens, Robin?
Yeah.
The leaning tower of our monetary system.
Her head is about to get cracked open.
Well, those look
You
kinda
think Jerome Powell's head's going to get cracked open?
No.
I don't mean like physically. I'm just saying that.
No.
Metaphorically.
He's going to be fine.
Hey, did you... Hey, Rocco, pull up my laptop. I got to show you something.
All right.
Look what I ran into. That's not my... Oh, yep. Oh,
Frozen?
it is frozen, yeah. No,
Wow.
that is...
Yeah.
The Dell Technologies, huh?
Yeah, man. Oh,
Maybe.
okay. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Go ahead. What were you saying, David? You said Dell Technologies.
Well, who buys a Dell computer? Robin does. Crypto Loke said, "What's up, Sin City Crypto? Working and learning, listening to you guys preach." Crypto Lokes, thank you for tuning in. We appreciate
All right.
you, my friend.
I'm back. All right. So, Rocco, go ahead. Proceed. Look what I found.
Wow.
I found a real Ola down in Austin, Texas.
You know, there's also an Ola restaurant here in Las Vegas as well.
Is there? You know how
I think it's
excited I
spelled with
was?
an H, though.
I literally had to stop the car.
Yeah, we could tell.
Mid-transit. I was like, break! And they're like, what? And then I get out of the car and like, what are you doing? And I was like, take a photo.
You know why that's so funny is because I've been there.
And I'm like
before.
walking around like, Ola! Just like,
Robin's over here having Ola-gasms. Like, is something wrong with this guy from Sin City Crypto? No, that's just the way.
Get it a cup for the whole week.
yeah.
You know, I found this pretty funny. This is from Wall Street Silver. This is, European sanctions on Russian oil are extremely effective.
No.
Oh, man. This is so...
Come on. Where did you find this?
This is true, though, man. This is very true. It's like, all right, we can't buy it from Russia, but India buys it from Russia, and we'll just buy it from India. The old skirt and sanctions type thing. And then we have this. What the hell was this, bro? Did you see this?
What is this?
So the animal-human DNA splicing coming out of South America. This one is part pig, monkey, dog with a touch of human DNA. And I'm going to mute the sound just in case, but this is
No.
pig, dog, monkey, and a little human here.
No.
Yeah,
It's not
kinda-
real.
It gives me anxiety here, man. What are we doing? What is the purpose of trying to crossbreed 3 different, complete different animals and, let's just add a little human DNA to it? Isn't this,
I feel like this is how COVID started.
that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, what are we doing here?
Hmm.
Is this where the money's going? Well, I know it's not the USA, but it's South America.
Hmm.
Science has gone too far. I agree, man. Like, at some point, bro, we don't need a meta animal that's got 17 different,
I feel like there's somebody in a science lab that has way too many NFT collections. He's like, all right, so look, we take a rare trait here, okay? So we're gonna take laser eyes from a human and we're gonna put it on top of a bored ape's like, stop it, man. There's somebody way too degen right now for this.
Yeah, that is. Robin, you know what, man?
You know what? We need some more lights up in here. That's what we need. Before we move this show on, I need to call on the chat here. As we only have 40 likes. So what the hell's going on? Do you not like this show? Do you not like Big Rob? And if you are new here, say hello so we can drop an Ola back at you. We have Brian Mavor, Anton, Raymond R, Glenn. We got Kriggers as well, and Cash in crypto as well. So to all of you, hola! Welcome to Sin City Crypto.
No, we do have some good regulatory news, and doesn't involve the U.S. It actually involves Taiwan. So Taiwan is set to launch new regulations in the coming quarter that will enable traditional banks in Taiwan to offer Bitcoin and cryptocurrency trading services. And also, we have another big news, not from the U.S., of course. The great country of Liechtenstein embraces crypto. Why are we seeing all these different emerging countries adopting crypto? They see the potential. not only for the technology, but for tax revenue, a little bit of say and regulation. And here we're stuck in the US with Gary and Elizabeth and crew, and we can't seem to even get a decent conversation or people who understand it, who are advising some of these people who are making the rules. What's going on here, Rob?
I don't know, man. No idea.
Great analysis.
Yeah.
You know,
I do want to give a shout out, though, to our boy Tex-Mex Biomex. He is
X-Mex Biomex.
He gave a $1.99 super chat and says, roll on the floor. Too many NFTs merged into a mutant. I guess that's the term mutant ape, huh? Also, Sailing to Crypto has joined the Center community.
Ooh.
He did not wait for that handout. He went and pulled the trigger himself.
My dude, he independent.
Independent.
He's an independent man.
And then a couple new people as well. We got Grid414. We got Jack Destiny and Willow. Crypto adoption coming. Hola! Welcome to Sin City Crypto.
You know, and then we have some actual real good news. Visa is hiring engineers to develop a stablecoin payment system. Well, actually, is this good news? Is this good news, Robin?
Yeah. Depends on who you're asking, right?
I'm asking you.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying, like, my answer would change depending on what hat I wear. So where I'm getting at here is that for the blockchain space, it's twofold, right? On one hand, it's good, yeah, because you're gonna probably Visa's gonna be using, I would assume, some kind of private blockchain layer, Ethereum, Polygon. I don't know. That's my assumption,
right?
right?
You think they'll make their own?
They may. I doubt it, though.
What does that say about something like a Stellar Lumens or an XRP?
That's where I'm getting. But then again, like, this does take away from the overall space if the ones that benefit the most are the ones that are in control of the market cap of crypto or that has the most utility is Visa. I mean, the money's really leaving one sector and then just getting repackaged and going right back to the same sector.
You know what, though, man?
But here's the thing. I mean, what do you think? You think it's good or bad?
Here's my thing, right? And I don't know if you've ever been in a situation. I personally haven't yet, but I know a lot of people have. You have money invested in crypto. You have it on your ledger or an exchange, and you need to buy something. Something comes up. A car breaks down, or you need a new AC unit. And you need to sell some of your crypto. You got to sell it and then sell it into cash and then withdraw the cash. And it takes a few days to come into your account. Now you can just exchange it for a stable coin if it's supported and then just either pay your bill or pay directly via that through Visa without having to take the extra step of selling. You know, you lose some money on you pay a fee to withdraw, you pay a fee to sell. So I think in that case, that utility I think is good.
Well, here's one instance where I can see an immediate benefit for the end user, right? It's if you're traveling abroad, if you've ever traveled internationally and you used your check card or a credit card, anything that has that Visa or MasterCard logo, it's very convenient, right? You don't need to go and pick up the foreign currency and convert it. You just go to the restaurant and you just pay with your traditional check card. But you get charged for that. You get charged, what is it, 5% or a flat fee of like $10, whatever the charge is. I think that is incurred because one bank is transferring currency to another, not exactly efficient. If you can use a stable coin and it happens instantaneously internationally, and instead of having the 5% fee or $20 fee, if here in using the USDC, if all of a sudden all you got to do is just select a box to say, hey, instead of using my fiat dollars, I would like to convert that over into a stablecoin dollar. At the end of the day, for the users, the same thing, right? But instead of paying larger fee, smaller fee, and I don't know if they would go that far as to implementing that, but I would hope they would pass the savings on, right? Unless they do this all back end and they start moving money internationally through a blockchain ledger like Ethereum or Polygon, and then they still keep the same profits, but transact at a cheaper rate for themselves. I could see Visa doing that. What do you think is more likely?
I don't know.
Visa cutting the profits. I mean, increasing the profits, keeping the fees the same, and then using a cheaper network like blockchain.
Remember, they're used to whatever their percentage is, 2%, 3%, 1%.
But those are on the merchants.
Correct.
Those are on the merchants.
Correct.
So
Well, now if the merchants decide they want to they accept stablecoin and Visa facilitates that and there's no fee or there shouldn't be a fee, what does that look like? It's like saying, "Hey, Rob."
I think initially you're gonna get the same fees, right? And they're gonna make it sound like they're, hey, if
It's
you
quicker
want
settlement, that's going to be the pitch, right?
They're gonna it's quicker settlement. Like, hey, if you want to expand your revenue options, bring in crypto as a form of payment, we could facilitate it for you the same rate. You don't even have to worry about it. I think they would do that because you have somebody that doesn't need to go to a third party. They already have the Visa system. They already have the point of sale system in front of on the register, whatever it is. And then Visa comes up like, hey, do you want to accept crypto? It's yes or no. You don't change anything for you.
Right.
It's faster settlement. Instead of waiting 3 days for it to hit the bank, it hits it instantaneously.
That's pretty big.
The same fees.
That's pretty big, especially when you're running a business, man.
But then you're going to get the open market. So now all of a sudden, if you're collecting a ton of revenue in stable coins, somebody's going to come up, the competitor's going to come up and be like, hey, Visa's charging you 4% for this, right? We're like, how about this? 0.05%.
Sold.
Same speed.
Doing it.
That's right. What else are we doing? In that like button.
All right, let's take a look
Where
at
the likes at, man? Y'all not like this video? Rocco, we're shutting it down. We got 50 likes, over 100, 140 people. I don't understand what's going on. Live stream, that's it. We're done.
We're back.
We're back?
Yeah.
Okay.
We can't rug pull our sponsor on their first day.
Roll the outro sponsor. Let's go.
All right. Before we get into the crypto markets, let's take a look at what we can expect on the macro side of things, just to kind of see if there's any volatility. So there's a pretty big week this week. We have the EU inflation rate coming out. That is coming out tomorrow, as well as the JOLTS report, job opening and labor turnover. The markets react pretty heavily to this. So where's the job market at? We know the Fed has, their whole idea as far as, hey, we can continue hiking because of a tight labor market. Well, how tight? Is it going to get loose? Is it going to stay tight? Stay tuned to find out. Then we have the EU unemployment rate. That comes out on Wednesday. And of course, FOMC meeting happens tomorrow with the rate hike announcement and FOMC or Jerome Powell's press conference happening on Wednesday. We'll be covering that as well. Well, a lot of people, 25 basis points. That's what the CME seems to believe, with 93.2%. In favor, not in favor, but expecting a 25 basis point rate hike, which would bring us to a terminal rate of 500 to 525 basis points. So between 5 and 5.25%.
All right. You side with the CME.
Yes.
You think that's coming?
Yeah. Well, we know you do because.
I don't, man.
Hold on.
I'm going to have to push against.
Hold on. So for the last year.
Yeah.
Whatever the CME says, and now all of a sudden, it's at 93%.
Yeah.
And you're deciding.
This is the one that breaks the trend.
Why?
Because First Republic Bank went under.
SVB
Contagion is spreading. Mask on, baby. Mask on, baby. Mask on. You gotta prevent the contagion.
JP Morgan bought them.
They bought them because the FDIC insured everything.
Almost everything.
Exactly.
They also bought them because JP Morgan had injected $5 billion into.
They gave the federal government and FDIC gave them a $50 billion
line of credit.
$50 billion line of credit.
A lot of money.
Like, I think I have a $5,000 line of credit on a credit card. That's it, man. Like $50 billion.
Isn't that
how
what?
How much Pepe coin can you buy with that?
Isn't that what UBS got from the Swiss government? Like $100 billion line of credit.
Yeah, man. It's like, good Lord.
They're subsidy. It's like a subsidy, guys.
It's like, and the funny thing is it's like, where does this money come from? We got any like printer emojis here?
Printer, wow.
Yeah, the money printer. I hate the you know what? All the other everybody in our space always says money printer go burr. I think that's the dumbest thing ever.
Oh yeah, how does it go then?
Exactly what I said, man. I'm not gonna repeat it. That thing is so cheesy.
Money
And I
printer,
hear and I feel like all the old people are like, yeah, money printer go burr.
it's actually all the new people, all the young people.
Yeah, no,
You're just really old.
no. I'm just saying it's super tacky, bro.
Why is it tacky?
Like, come up with your own damn slogan, you know?
They did, and there's that.
No, I'm saying that.
Money printer go brrr.
Stop.
Anyways, now those are some things to look out for.
Broke Yoshi agrees with me.
Oh my God, Rob, I'm with you. Played out.
It just sounds super corny. It reminds me of the late 1990s when every commercial was rapped. It was like the Kool-Aid commercial was rappers.
Kool-Aid.
All of a sudden, like Office Max and Staples had
Staples,
somebody
raps.
rapping.
Yo,
Like Kool-Aid.
brush your teeth with Colgate. Okay,
Where did this show go?
no idea.
Do we have viewers still?
I think so.
Oh,
Do we?
yeah, a little bit.
140.
140. Where is everybody at? Watching another show?
Y'all don't like Pepe?
Yeah, I saw Redman over there dropping Ola's at everybody in other chats.
My boy Redman.
Yeah. Oh, there it is.
Jerome Powell.
Can you just Rocco, can you just make that a permanent shortcut so we can just always go to it?
Says the guy who says, I don't like that.
I
Money
don't
printer go burr, but
I don't like people saying it. But I do
Oh, you like reading it.
I
though.
do like to
Fair
watch
enough. Money printer go, text on the screen.
Yeah. there-
Okay, since we're on the topic of First Republic Bank, they are now Second Republic Bank because JP Morgan has acquired them. Couple of details here. This is from Cointelegraph. The American banking giant JP Morgan Chase is set to acquire First Republic's assets after early efforts to rescue it failed. Now, what are they referring to? You had the likes of Wells Fargo, JP Morgan Chase, some of the other larger banks. They committed in total $30 billion. And they essentially just took $30 billion and deposited it into First Republic Bank. They had 90 days before they can, ask for that money back. And they didn't last 90 days. So after a $30 billion injection, First Republic still completely fell flat on its face. And now this is not getting a lot of press. It's not being talked about. It's not making its rounds on the traditional media news outlets. And I really wonder why, because First Republic is actually bigger than Silicon Valley was when it failed. But what did Silicon Valley have that First Republic doesn't? It had ties to fintech, technology, some VC firms that invest in crypto. We saw Signature get a lot of headlines in mainstream media. And they weren't even a really massive bank like First Republic. They also weren't even faltering. They were going to open back up on Monday. Things were looking on the up and up, but they were shut down, taken into receivership. I wonder why. Well, what does that have in common? Oh, it's a crypto bank. So, I don't know. What are your thoughts on that?
Is it crazy to think? But I think I'm onto something here.
Okay.
Is the public just naturally getting used to and now are numb to the fact that banks are going under and that we just print money to infinity? Like, people are just like, what we do here?
People don't understand, man.
Right? Because this should, as you mentioned, this should be a big article. This is one of the biggest banks in California. If you've ever been to California, you see these things all over the place. It's just as a big of a name as Costco is, if you live in California. Now, they do have branches outside of California, I believe, right?
Yeah, they're across this country.
Anyways, huge bank. And this broke last night, and Twitter's talking about a frog meme.
You leave Pep out of this?
I'm just saying that the public, this is normal now. You drop enough bombs, one blows up in your backyard, you're just like, go. I'm just saying that Yeah, as these big events happen, as we get more used to seeing them, it becomes more of a non-factor, and I think that's kind of scary, right? You have major banks collapsing. You have the Fed just, the FDIC is funded by the banks. The banks have to pay into the FDIC to have that little sticker outside. And so they're supposed to have their own budget, right? Their budget, I think last we checked, the FDIC had like 120 or 140 billion dollars to secure bank failures. Well, SVB ate that up in one day. SVB was underwater 170. And I don't know the exact numbers, but I'm just saying that the amount of money that got thrown around by the FDIC already, they had to run out of money. And now they just threw out another 50 billion. That money does not come out of thin air. It does not.
It comes out of the brr machine.
Stop it. And yeah, man, I just think that the public is like, this is the world we live in. Banks go
bank
under.
Number 5 already, right?
We print billions and trillions of dollars, a drop of a hat. And then when you're over there with your shopping basket, not cart, your shopping basket, you're like, how did I spend $200? I literally had a basket. Now, I do it like my good snacks. I don't buy the cheap cheeses. No American cheese. But I had a basket at the grocery store. $200, man. I didn't even know you could squeeze $200 in a little hand basket. It wasn't even that full. I had some steak in there, some skirt steak, not even a New York or a filet or anything. I had some skirt steak. I had some sliced deli meats. Some half and half and some milk, and then like some pork rinds, which are some good ones, by the way. And yeah, $200.
2 weeks ago, Robin's like, man, I went to Costco, man. I spent like $400. I don't know why. I'm like, well, what'd you buy? Well, I bought some.
I told you my Costco
crab legs, some filet. I'm like, well,
I know. I mean, I wasn't. Here's the thing, and I told y'all my secret because of inflation. I literally go to Costco now without a shopping cart. And they look at me weird, and they always offer me. Somebody always comes out like, "You want a shopping cart?" I was like, "No, I can't afford a shopping cart. If I walk around the store with a shopping cart, it is at least $500. So whatever I carry like this is how I carry out." Like,
how do you show your receipt though and get a smiley face?
Dude, I put it in my front pocket right here, and I have it holding out, and I'm just like, yeah, exactly, bro.
This is all time great meme here. This is fine. And if I can Photoshop pictures of banks in there.
Okay. What do you think? Odds of this being the next meme coin? Okay, what are the memes that popped off? You had the dog. You had Pepe.
We haven't had cats pop off.
There's no good cat memes though. Not iconic.
What about lizards?
Yeah.
They're coming, a cat is coming.
No, I'm just saying. If I'm taking the all-time, the 10 best memes of all time, this is definitely on there. Right? And so, yeah, dog with button eyes. What are those? The googly eyes?
I love Google. Wait, what?
That is our boss.
Google is our. Okay, so a couple other things of note here. The California Department of Financial Protection and Innovation closed First Republic on May 1st today and entered into an agreement with the FDIC as the receiver. And then we had JP Morgan Chase buying up assets tied to First Republic, including uninsured deposits. Now, First Republic has $230 billion in assets and another $104 billion in deposits. How much of that is uninsured? Not sure. The numbers weren't in here, and I didn't get a chance to look into that. But this is interesting. What Robin mentioned, a loss sharing agreement was also agreed upon between the FDIC and JP Morgan for residential and commercial loans. The losses and any recoveries on the loans covered by the loss share agreement will be split between the FDIC and JP Morgan Chase. Now, what side do you take on this? Do you take the side that, oh, well, of course JP Morgan Chase bought it. They have no downside risk, right? It's protected by the FDIC. Or do you think that is necessary?
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. Who's gonna buy debt?
Why not let it fail? You said let it fail.
They're not going to. This what it. So FDIC always. Well, here's the thing. So with FDIC, when they take over a bank, there's two things they can do. More times than not, I think it's like 80 or 90% of the time, they auction off the bank to other bidders. Literally, I was watching a documentary on this. They literally are on the phone, and they're like, "Hey, how much are you going to give us for all this?" Okay, here, we'll sweeten up the deal by doing this. And so they're literally auctioning off a major bank. Something the size of this, you're only going to get a handful of banks that have the capital to take on such a big acquisition. With that said, there's still, I'm sure there was a couple, I'm sure Bank of America was in the mix, Wells Fargo. I'm sure they at least listened and weighed into it. But
maybe put bids in.
But here's the thing, like you can't, nobody's going to buy it if there's no upside to it, right? If it's all downside risk, like, hey, just take all these assets and hopefully hopefully the bank run stops and you stop losing money. Like, no, you gotta reassure the new buyer that, hey, you know what, we'll help you out. Just help us out by helping them out, and we all helped out. You know.
You still think so? After we saw this get rescued, we saw Silicon Valley get rescued. We saw Signature get rescued. You still think that a big bank like Bank of America, JP Morgan Chase, or Citibank could fail?
Yeah.
You think the government would let them fail?
Hey, at some point, this damn Ponzi scheme is going to fall apart. And I just don't know when it is. I think that the government is fine printing to infinity and turning the U.S. into the new Venezuela or Turkey. But with that said, at some point, it's going to collapse. And the reason being is that the U.S. is leveraged abroad. So if foreign nations start exiting or foreign nations start freaking out, foreign bank accounts, institutions, if they don't feel comfortable holding the dollar, we can't print enough money to go around the world.
Hold on, man.
We can print enough money here in the States. We can see banks in the U.S. start to fail, and then they just give a crap ton of money. But what happens if the Middle East and China and Japan and in just large percentages of international accounts start leaving the dollar, like in a bank run type of scenario? There's no amount of printing that's going to fix that. And at some point, this whole house of cards is going to come crashing down because we just keep printing money. Go look at the M2 money supply.
Actually been shrinking.
It looks like the Pepe chart.
It's been shrinking though.
In the last 6 months, yes. But up until then, it literally looks like a meme coin chart, except for it's the value, or it's the amount of circulating supply of dollars. So the U.S. government, they come up with some idea. Hey, we're gonna do Obamacare, or we're gonna do airdrop money to people that we told that can't go to work for 3 months because of a virus. Whatever narrative they decide to pass, whatever infrastructure they decide to pass, whatever foreign military power needs some medical assistance or some financial assistance or needs new rockets, like, we're always just, the answer is just to print money. And I mean, do you blame us? You got a money printer downstairs and you're trying to get reelected. And these guys are over here just like, man, you know what? We ain't got the money for this. Print some.
This is a new country, Kanukistan. Let's get into some crypto news. So, what are some things to look out for as far as the altcoin scenario or the altcoin scene? Well, we have the couple of the biggest ones. Litecoin halving is coming up in August. We also have the mainnet launch for BNB. But here's a big one, man. Pepe is getting an OKX listing. A lot of people are speculating a Binance listing. Some people are speculating a Coinbase listing. If this thing has 20x, I believe, 20, 30x.
There's no way Coinbase is going to list them. Not with the heat that they're under right now.
I mean,
if anything lacks utility, it's this thing.
But, okay. But
You can argue that Dogecoin is decentralized. You can argue that they're building on Shiba Inu.
What makes Doge decentralized?
The fact that there's no founder, the founder doesn't hold any tokens.
Pepe?
Like, you're saying that Pepe is decentralized?
I mean,
Come on, man.
what?
You really believe that?
Yeah.
You believe that they just this decentralized protocol just popped up out of thin air, and that it just created itself?
It did.
It was just a birth child of an AI project with no founder, nobody holding billions of dollars of tokens.
Aliens.
Sam,
KuCoin, maybe? Maybe.
come on, man. And like, let's be real.
What do you mean, let's be real?
If in the eyes of the SEC, this is a security. Even in my eyes, I think it's a security. And I think at some point there is a transitional period with crypto when it reaches certain utility and certain style of governance, it can transition over to what you got?
Just going to the source.
Okay.
All right. Anyways, what do you guys think? Do you guys think you guys agree with Robin that the SEC people are going to be scared to list this in the US because it's a security? Put a 1. If you think Pepe will get big listings like Coinbase and maybe Gemini, US companies, put a 2.
There's no way, man.
1, no. 2,
at least if they do. So what was it? One no, 2
1
yes?
no in the US, 2 yes in the US.
I just see this.
Carson says Pepe to $1.
Here's I think that it will get listed, just not anytime soon. The same kind of time frame that SHIB did. So Shiba Inu started to get listed on U.S. exchanges. It took a little while. It didn't pop up there right away.
It didn't.
But I think
here's the thing: SHIB's got they're building stuff, and people are investing in it, and people behind the scenes are working. So, some of the other big news to look out for. We have Avalanche Summit happening on May 3rd. That is going to be in Barcelona, España. So if you're in the area and you want to go, go. Also, VeChain is having their mobile wallet upgrade. I believe we're working on getting VeChain on the show. Pretty excited about that as well. Chili's is launching their sports blockchain. That is happening on May 10th. Zcash is having a network upgrade on the 15th of May. And in this month, in May, Lido is also having a mainnet upgrade. Now, we know Lido is the biggest Ethereum staking pool, right? Liquid staking pool that there is out there. So interesting to see what they're going to do. And then in Q2, which ends in next month, you're going to have an upgrade on Cosmos. Now, I think we like Cosmos, but we just haven't heard a lot of news on it, right? A lot of people crap on their tokenomics and say people that use Cosmos or integrate with Cosmos or use their SDK, it does nothing for the token. So if you're looking at it from an investment standpoint, it's not a good investment. What are your thoughts on Cosmos, Robin?
I think Cosmos is doing what a lot of layer ones, a lot of the big projects are doing right now, and it's building in the bear market. If you got some big news ready to drop, I think you might want to hold on to that, right? And then not to mention, I think a lot of people just brush aside big news at this moment, or what would be deemed big during a bull market run. And so a lot of the headlines that we heard in the bull market, we're still seeing the same thing now. It's just pages and pages down on the breaking news for crypto because we're not quite as interested. But I do think the sentiment is changing, though. I think that because we're seeing this money pile in on the meme coins right now, Pepe, I think what it's more or less indicating is the confidence in the market, because I don't think that because the dumb retail, I don't think they piled back in. I think there is a percentage of them, but that.
So you're saying it's the avid crypto investors?
I think so, man. I think
piling into meme coins?
Have you looked at Twitter? I think a lot of the well-respected analysts and people that I know in the crypto space, a lot of tweets in regards to Pepe. And so
they're averaging 1 million a day for the last week. 1 million?
So
Pepe mentioned.
I think what we're seeing is that you have the crypto environment ready to put some money into crypto. However, because of leverage trading and clown, I don't know why I said clown, whale games,
Clown games.
and clown games. Now, because of all of that, I think that it's not as easy to move the Bitcoin price, right? And I think that
I don't know. According to a guy that was on, remember that guy that was on AJ Spaces?
he was talking about wrapped Bitcoin on different chains. Like, stop it.
I literally moved the price of Bitcoin. I can move it.
All right.
Sorry.
Anyways, because nobody knows what you're talking about.
Exactly.
Thank you. Here's the thing. The sentiment in the market is evolving, right? And I think that people are more comfortable investing in smaller assets because they know they have more of a chance to rally. And right now, in our space, there's just not as much liquidity or as much capital in the crypto environment as there was during the bull market. So people looking for gains, they're not looking at Bitcoin and Ethereum because it's just still in the middle of a bear market.
So you're saying there's a chance.
So we're in the middle of a bear market. Bitcoin and Ethereum aren't going to drastically move up. And people are bored. They've been sitting around, sitting on their hands. They're used to making 10Xs, these crypto degens. And they're like, you know what? YOLO. They're
Let's
going
get
in.
into Pepino.
Yeah, that's right.
Pepelito.
But what I think we're going to see here moving forward is more interest in altcoins. Well, I think that I think now is the time to start identifying. I think the meme thing just kind of popped off. I think it's going to be subdued for a little while. I think it's going to come back during the bull market. But in between now and then, I think we're going to start seeing other altcoins pop off. So remember when the bull market popped off before? We would see Cardano take a big rally, and then it would calm down, and then it would be Avalanche would do a big rally, and all of a sudden Phantom is like going crazy, and then that calmed down, and Filecoin was going crazy, then that calmed down. Solana just went nuts. I think we're going to see that again in altcoin space coming up in the next few months. And I would be ready with stablecoin on the side to identify what is about to rally. Because the gains that we saw from Pepe, that's just a precursor. That's just the waters warming up to you and saying, hey, the money is here and we're ready to pile in. And I think the meme coin thing, I think that's going to taper down. So start looking for the next one, man. And I'm not talking about meme coins. Start looking for the next one.
You know what? Speaking of the next one,
What do you think about altcoins? You think you're due to pop one by one?
I'm a Bitcoin maxi. But
Here's the thing.
I
I wouldn't be surprised if Solana like 5x'd just out of nowhere. And then
last week, bro, I became a little more bullish on Solana.
Okay, so let's just say hypothetically, Solana comes out with some partnership or whatever, or some NFT thing pops off. They 5x, just absolutely goes nuts. And everyone's like, what the hell's going on? And then next thing you know, they have like some big pullback. They trade sideways. And then off to the races is Cardano. And then off to the races is
Polkadot Avalanche.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I mean, I would probably say a little further down the list. I think like the likes of Mina Protocol, the Aave, Phantom. I think the tokens outside of the top 30, I think probably have more of a likelihood to pop off. I would really start to pay attention to what is getting a lot of community buzz. What do you start seeing spammed in a lot of Twitter spaces and in the Twitter feed? So I don't know, that's what I'm doing.
You think the top 25 altcoins, take meme coins out of it? You think the price is going to be driven more by utility or speculation in this next bull run?
I think it's going to be.
Of course, it's going to be both. But which way is it going to lean?
It's going to be institutions piling on Bitcoin, Bitcoin's price rallying, profits pouring over into alts.
So speculation.
No, I think it's going to be profit. I think it's going to be people taking profits off the table on the large caps and then just diversifying into
speculating on price.
No, speculating. No, I'm just saying you're just taking profits. Speculating means you're just trying to look on a price. I'm just saying you're diversifying your portfolio, you're taking profits, and you're spreading it out.
But those people aren't using if they start pouring that money in Avalanche, they're not using those tokens on the Avalanche network. They're just holding it because it's part of their investment portfolio.
I don't know. I think that people like to have their hands in multiple projects. And so if you're using the Ethereum network and you're buying or selling or minting NFTs, you're probably gonna be doing the same thing on Avalanche if you pick up a big ass bag of it. I think that this space, here's the thing. Do you only use utility on one chain? Yeah?
No.
Exactly.
Now, my question is, are we going to see the buying coming from companies and businesses? Let's say they partner with Polygon, and now the bull market's back. They start picking up a lot of the tokens. They start participating in securing the network. They have it because they need to use it. Or is it going to be the scenario you described, where people start diversifying, people add it to their portfolios, not necessarily to use the chain or to mint NFTs or to use DeFi on the chain? So that was my question. I think it's still going to be more speculative driven, people speculating on price, adding coins to their portfolios. I don't think we're there yet. I think it's going to take one more cycle for utility to really come in and start really driving the price of altcoins and even Bitcoin up. So whether
I think the utility is coming camouflaged like a chameleon, bro. I think that institutions are going to be integrating crypto, blockchain, NFTs into their platforms, dumping it on the mainstream public, and next thing you know, little kid's going to be buying a skin in a Fortnite game, and he's going to be like, "Oh, I can keep it, and I can resell it," having no idea that it's an NFT, having no idea it's running on the Polygon network, having no idea that institutions are piling in on crypto. And I think you take that premise, you couple that with Visa running stable coins as a cheaper means of international movement of monetary value. And then on top of that, you NFT items in the real world, whether it's identification or real world assets like a deed to a house. Maybe not here in the States, but I think abroad and emerging nations, I think that's going to be all the more common.
I want to know what the chat thinks. Chat, is the next bull run, as far as prices of these altcoins, are they going to be fueled by actual utility or are they going to be fueled by speculation? 1 for utility, 2 for speculation. Also, there's about 235 of you in here. If you are new, please say hello. We'd love to personally welcome you.
You know, we do actually have some new people. And so I would like to start off by saying that we're in Las Vegas. And in Las
Thank
Vegas.
you for that, Robin.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
right. And
We are in Las Vegas.
that's right. Well, the only reason I say that is because we got somebody new here, Slot Life.
Woo!
Like a slot machine. So we got Slot Life. We got Brian Ferris, Gianluca, which I think you're not.
Gianluca.
And then we got 4-5, Chris J, Dexter Big Bags, Wubs, Diarrhea Clown, Tennessee E. Coleman, Savage Viking, MX Crypto, Call Me Topher, Luke, The Art of Manifestation, Mike Volmer. Hola! Welcome to Sin City Crypto. Also, we have FU and Simandos. Simandos and Modemaster DK. All in here as well last second.
I'm from Denmark. We are neighbors. I was born in Sweden. We're
Sweden.
Scandinavian. I was born in Sweden, yeah. We're Scandinavian brothers.
And then
one more thing.
BG is also in here. Do you think it stands for Bubble Guts?
Why, is that what you have right now?
No, that's what my dog has, though.
Yeah, it's terrible. Anyways, before I move on from what to expect, just know if you're holding Gala, they're doing their V2 swap on I believe it's the 15th of May. What I would recommend is if you're holding Gala on a centralized exchange, move that over, custody yourself. Do not depend on these exchanges to airdrop the V2 tokens to you. So take it out, put it in a MetaMask wallet, put it in a Trust wallet, put it in your Ledger. That way you can you can guarantee that. Can I speak Swedish? Kind of, a little bit, not really. I know how to say all the bad words though, for sure. All right, let's move on. Let's take a look at the markets, Robin.
All right. Been that long?
Anton said, please pronounce my second name.
Yo.
Pashkulev.
There you go. All right. So, taking a look at Bitcoin, it is low down.
Are we in a mandatory bull market or what, man?
No mandatory bull market. Not yet. $28,207.94. That's where we're at. where we were at earlier today, less than 24 hours ago, was testing this 30K mark. And we got rejected like you in high school, David. Now, taking a look.
I actually did get rejected. Well, actually, I didn't get rejected in high school. I was too scared to ask girls out. I had a girlfriend, but yeah.
I feel like you're the one that like had like the big sign.
Hey, I got friends on a lot, man. In high school, I got friends on a lot.
You know,
but look at me now. I got a hot ass.
For all of our new viewers that might not know, your boy was homecoming king, class of 2002, Grammy High School.
Wow.
Yeah, that's right. How you doing? One of my greatest achievements.
Yeah, we know, Robin. There's 3 things you hang your hat on. One of them I can't talk about, but all you do is talk about it.
Yeah, that's right. And homecoming king. That's right.
Your boy again.
Yeah. All right. So, where were we? So, taking a look. So, the 7-day chart here, you can see that we're still on the up and up. If you take a look at where we were at a week ago, where we were in the $27,000 mark, I do think that 28, hold up. You think we'll stay above 28?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah. If not, we saw 27 between 27.2 and 27.7. That was a really good level, a really good buying level.
Yeah, and when you take a look at the 1 month chart, if we go down to 27, I think that would be par for the course. I think because we traded. It looks like we were probably around 50%, if not more, under 28,000 in the last 30 days. But then when you take a look at the 3 month, you can see that we are in the up and up. We are moving into the next zone, which I do think would be the 30 to 35K mark here in the next month or so. Do you think we'll cross 30K in the next 2 weeks?
Cross 30K in the next 2 weeks? I think so. Well, here's the thing. We got the Fed meeting, but everyone's expecting 25. I think that's already priced in.
There is one thing that I'm scared of, though.
Which is?
Okay, one, we got Jim Cramer in the chat. But, there's also another effect. There's another effect, right? Hear me out on this one. What happened last year at Bitcoin Miami?
Bitcoin tanked.
That's right.
But that was
what happens in 2 weeks?
But Robin, that was a height. But that was at the height of the bear market. To be fair,
it was on the tail end.
Not the height of the bear market. On the tail end. No, it was before everything started crashing and Celsius went under and Voyager went under and FTX went under.
It was before the giant collapses, yes, but Bitcoin was well off of the all-time high because remember, all-time high were hit January before, so it had already been 4 months in to the new year. Yeah. I mean,
Las Vegas spokesmodel said, I just degened on some Pepe. We're going to talk about Pepe here in a second. But now, you did mention some levels, Robin. I do have a couple levels. So we're actually approaching, and I'm going to swap over to my laptop, Rocco. We're actually approaching the top of the cloud here on the Bitcoin 1 day. We saw here, we wicked down here to about 27,000. This was back on Monday, April 24th. We shot right back up. We kind of created a doji here, which signals indecision in the market. We crossed back above the baseline and the conversion line. We kind of traded sideways there. And now we are currently trading below the conversion line, which is considered bearish. But again, we are approaching the top of this cloud. And the top of this cloud is anywhere between 27.1 and $27,300. We should see a good amount of support there. You can see back here, back in March of this year, we consolidated in this area before we fell through the cloud just to reclaim it a few days later. And so if you are a swing trader or you're a scalper, I would be eyeing the top of this cloud. But I would be putting, so if you're doing that, it's not financial advice, but I'd be placing my buy orders right around 27.36. 27.36, 27.37, maybe even 27.38. If you're looking to do that, it should get a clean bounce off of this cloud. And on the weekly, we're still kind of in no man's land here. So with this charting technique, right, with this trading technique, you're not supposed to be putting in any trades while the price is in the cloud. But you can see here on the weekly, we're starting to thin out. We're starting to thin out in the cloud. Are we going to see a flip to green, which would be a bullish move? And for me, once we retake this cloud and we make support on top of it, I would feel comfortable saying, okay, this is no longer a bear market rally. We are officially in a bull market. I could be wrong, but that's kind of what I'm looking at. And so, yeah, those are some things. Now, I want to share this. You heard the saying, sell in May and go away. Well, I decided to take a look at historically, has May been a red or a green month? And over the last 3 years, if we include the first day of May this year, we've been in the red. So 2021, we saw a drawdown of 35%, followed by 15.6% in 2022. 2 years prior to that, we saw green. And so it's kind of split right down the middle. May hasn't been a massive month. We have a couple Mays over 50%. But we have had 4 consecutive months of green for Bitcoin to start the year. Has never happened in the history of Bitcoin.
Well, here's what I see is just, from pattern recognition here is that I don't see any instance where you had more than 5 months of green.
And talking about consecutive?
Yeah. And well, I mean, and so if you look at the last month of 2022, so scroll up there. So the last month, does it show the last month? Okay, never mind. Anyways, we're on 4 months right now.
Well, here's the thing. It's never had 4 months in a row to begin the year, right? It's had 4 months in a row.
But
you
see down there, and was it 2017?
Yeah.
You had 5 months there,
Yep.
5 months in 2019. I think if you were to, I think 2020 to 2021, I think if you scroll over to the right, I think that one was the oddball. So you see 3, 6,
4, 5, 6, yeah.
But that was the start of the bull market. Now
Yeah,
I think we'll probably be more similar to 2019 because 2019 is very similar to the cycle and to the Bitcoin halving cycle as we are now in 2023. And so 2019 was right before the halving, coming out of the depths of the bear market. You had 5 green months. And very similar scenario for 2023. I think we'll get a green month in May. And then I think we're going to follow right what we did in 2019 and have a big pullback. What did we see at the end of 2019? 50% draw up, followed by what was that, 26? So 76% in a span of 2 months in May and June of 2019. I think that
You include April, man. That's over 100%.
And so I think that May and June, I think these 2 months here
Gonna be red.
No, I think at least May is going to be green for us. But I think a 50% rally I think is on the table.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
I'm just looking because you had 30%, 50%, 26% going into 2020 right before the halving. And then in 2023 you have 39, 0, 22, 2. I think we got a big one. I think we got a big one coming up in May. Put your
You're
seatbelt
not
on.
selling in May and going away.
Oh hell no.
Okay.
No. Especially
But will
with
you at least
the
go
bank
away?
with the bank uncertainty going on.
Yeah, but First Republic went under, right? And Bitcoin didn't do anything. I don't know.
Doesn't change what's actually happening though. Perhaps there's people aren't freaking out and overreacting, but does not change the fact that banks are failing and there's an option out there that is a solution to this. Bitcoin came out of the ashes of 2008 when all the banks were failing. And there was so much uncertainty. A man named Satoshi rose up and said, I gift this to you.
How do you know it was a man?
I don't know what pronouns he was using, but he gifted upon us the
said
Bitcoin
he.
white paper.
He said he.
He, she, it,
Anyways.
them,
Anyways.
they, our,
Guys, we got
dog,
just-
frog.
260 people in here. I know a lot of you are new. I know there's some new people in here. If you're new, please
You want
say
to open up
hello.
the club?
300.
No, it's
300.
250.
It's
And you know what? When
300.
I was not here,
I
you were
don't-
supposed to open
I
up the
opened
club, and
when
you did not
were
open up the club.
I opened it the next day at 2:20.
You did not open it up.
At the next day, I dropped
Rocco,
it to 2. Yes, I did.
Did he open it up?
Yes,
We opened the next
me and
day,
Forrest
the
are
next
doing this
day.
weird dance thing. We both don't know how to dance. 300, man. The whole point is we celebrate new milestones. 250 is not a new milestone. You know I'm right, Robin. Anyways, if you're new here,
Moving
please
the
say hello.
goalposts like the Fed over here, bro.
Bow, bow, bow. All right, let's talk about Pepe. Let's talk about meme coins. So we have this article.
And real quick, before we talk about meme coins, I do want to give a shout out to some of our new people. If you're new here, say hello so we can drop an hola back at you. We got J Deuce, also Motivate Me, Seaton, the N Koala Gamer, the letter B, and that's it. Cryptosonic, Nick O, and Ricardo R. Gary Austin as well, and Selmo Fudden. Right.
There's no N in there, but yeah.
Fud did. Yeah.
Okay.
Hola! Welcome to Sin City. Let's get this thing to 300 views.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
All right. We're going to do it by talking about Pepito. Pepelino. Guys, we have a
Pepe in the house.
poll. Will Pepe crack the top 20? Yepe or Nope? You see what I did there?
Who do you think wrote those dad jokes?
I did. You're very welcome. Can I get a round of applause, Rocco? I swear to God, if you do that, I don't. You know what's funny? Rocco didn't do this a single time when Robin was gone.
You wouldn't do
my
these
boy.
stupid jokes.
My boy.
These guys have a love relationship here. I don't know
Hey,
what's
you
going
didn't.
on.
You weren't doing these jokes when Forrest was here. So
Yeah.
thanks God.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Now, Pepe coin overtakes SHIB in trading volume. Is this the rise of a new challenger? Pepe has provided its early investors with a 2,790% return on investment. So, pretty much a 30x. A 30x in a bear market. It's insane. Now, we've got a couple more things. Here we go. The latest data from CoinMarketCap reveals that the 24-hour trading volume of the new meme coin is up by 253%, standing at $215 million in trading volume. $215 million. It's pretty big, man. However, the reliability of Pepe is unknown at the moment. Many claim the project is a rug pull. Now, I don't have any facts to say to the contrary or to back up the statement. I think this is just opinion. I don't think Pepe's a rug pull.
Hold on.
What?
Hold on. If Pepe ends up being a rug pull,
Ooh, that would be really bad.
bro.
That would be really bad.
I mean, I didn't really think about it. But if Pepe just like drained of liquidity, went to zero, now it does share a lot of the similar characteristics of the other popular meme coins that have made it in the space, is that it's a fork or a code copy of the Ethereum network, or at least a version of it. And I don't know, man. I think
Latsmack said rug pulls are transitory.
hey, man, it just dawned on me, like, that would be real bad for the market, right?
Yeah,
Because it would be all of a sudden CNN and AB. Yeah, I feel like we're finally getting out of the crosshairs of traditional media.
Yeah.
Finally, this Sam Bankman-Fried thing is starting to be, an afterthought.
They got a lot of liquidity. I mean, let's take a look here. Let's take a look at Pepe. Let's take a look at their liquidity. They just got the OKX. They just got the OKX listing. Obviously, they're on Uniswap. They're on Gate. They're on Huobi, Poloniex. They're on MEXC. They're on Bitmart. They're on BingX. I don't think they're. I mean, look, I could be wrong, but probability-wise, I think
it's highly unlikely at this point. I think the contract would have been vetted if there would have been some obvious backdoors in the way that some of the meme coins or some of small projects have rugged in the past. There've always been like some indicators like, hey, this is not good. This is what we found. Users are having a problem doing this. Usually there's some like really big red flags. I haven't heard of it, but not to say that that can't happen. But I'm just saying if it did happen, just as a my own thought here.
Robin, let me ask you this question. Let me ask you the question that we have in the chat is, can Pepe get to top 20? Now let me tell you, the 20th coin's market cap is $3.36 billion. $3.36
I don't think
billion.
so, man.
You don't think so? That would
No.
be a 6x from here.
I just don't think there's enough liquidity sloshing around the market right now. And I think where you got the value locked up in the meme coins, like Doge and also in SHIB, a lot of people just threw $500 or $200 into these meme coins during the height. And they never sold. I still talk to people that are like, yeah, I bought a SHIB in 2020. And I'm like, you still got it. Like, yeah, whatever, man. I'm just gonna hold it, whatever. I think that's where a lot of the value comes from. And I think that what we're seeing now is the traditional crypto investor looking at an opportunity to make money instead of an opportunity to invest in a new project long term. And to get up into 3 billion, I mean, at that point, yeah, I mean, you gotta be some kind of long term, right? And I think that as crazy as it sounds, Doge and SHIB, it does have long term holders, and I don't know if I really think that mentality is in Pepe. Now, could it eventually? I guess maybe in the next bull market, but not before then. I could be wrong. I was wrong. I was wrong about meme coins in the past, but I'm just saying that I think
you're voting no on Pepe becoming
no.
Well, let's see what the chat thinks. So I'm going to end the poll. Will Pepe crack the top 20? 58% of you said no pay, and 41% of you said yeah pay. So majority of you, well, it's not a big majority, right? 58% think no, it won't crack the top 20. Now, my other question is this good for the space, right? You have two sides of the argument. You have one side saying it's drawing liquidity away from actual projects who have utility and are moving the space forward, and people are just putting it into these meme coins. Or are you on the side of, hey, this is good, it's onboarding new retail users?
I don't think it's onboarding new retail users. I don't think that
it could,
but it's not.
Okay, Robin, if this thing gets listed on Binance, it gets listed on Coinbase.
The waitress here that's never bought crypto is not all of a sudden piling into Pepe. We're not there.
Okay, can they in the next 6 months when the bull market comes back?
The bull market's not going to rally till
when retail
till
comes
2024.
Back in and Pepe is still
that is going to be in 2024. So do I think that dumb money will pile in on Pepe in 2024? Sure, yeah. I actually think it's highly, highly likely.
Okay, so you're saying it's a net positive?
Yeah, next year. I think meme coins just bring.
We're not talking about the time frame. We're just talking about
meme coins represent people that are tired of not making money and tired of not making ends meet, and they're looking for any option out there. I can relate. I'm like, I was like, man, I don't have enough money, and I don't have enough money to invest in the stock market or the know-how, but I do have an internet connection. I can just buy some crypto, man, and that's how a lot of us got our exposure. Now, whether it's through a meme coin or it's buying Bitcoin a little earlier and thinking it's going to 100x or whatever it is, a lot of us share the same ideologies that we're tired of the system we're in. We want to make some money. We want to have some kind of financial stability moving forward and not live paycheck to paycheck. And people turn to crypto. And whatever's the buzz and people are talking about, sure, yeah, if it's a meme coin, okay. But the thing is that time is not now. And right now, it's just that deep vested degens that are in our space. People are slowly trickling in, nowhere near the rate that we were during the bull markets. And this is just par for the normal cycle.
I would love to give my take on what I think, if it's good or bad, but I'm not going to. You know why? Because if you just go to our YouTube channel, Sin City Crypto, you'll see the very last video we posted was this Doge and Shiba Inu crypto's wildcard tokens. And I'll give you a little snippet of it, and then you guys can go watch it after. But in this video, you'll see what I talk about. You'll get Dogecoin and Shiba Inu are worth a combined $17 billion. From meme to marvel, these tokens have shocked the world by proving they're no laughing matter. Once laughed at as nothing more than amusing memes, these top 15 tokens have evolved into powerful gateways for investors to enter the crypto market, showcasing their long-lasting influence in the dynamic world of digital finance. But are they good or bad for crypto? We'll be discussing that in this video. So go watch that video. Some interesting takes in there. And, anyone that craps on meme coins or has questions about what role they play in the crypto industry, share this video with them. I think they'll enjoy it.
I would say go watch the video. Yes, of course. But I would say let's start paying attention, guys. Start looking for the next coins that are going to pop off. Because...
oh, God, here we go. What do you got?
No, I'm just
Oh,
saying.
you-
the
I think you're
all,
gonna show-
what I
so
was
you're
saying
setting up something
earlier,
funny.
man.
Okay. You were thinking the same thing, right? Rocco, I was thinking he's
I
ready
don't
to show
know.
something funny.
No, nothing funny. I got nothing.
All right, look.
I got something though. There is
You
a
do?
breaking news.
Got
it.
Breaking news.
What?
That's
Shut
just came out.
No, Pepe to buy JP Morgan.
JP Morgan. That's coming too.
I do
Rob,
want to give a shout out though.
Okay.
Got a couple new people in here. OCX Rider. We got TTC. Also, Coochie Boy. And BJE, Blazing 2JZ, Dodo, and Big Kid Energy. Hola! Welcome to Sin City Crypto. Also, Frank Tanky Coin Outflanky. Featuring Wick 589. A nice name there.
He said he thinks the meme coin industry, meme coins make the industry look bad. I can see that. I can see that point.
Is it any worse than penny stocks, weed stocks, GameStop,
It's
anything?
just people don't
anything
take our
with-
space. But I get Frankie's point is, you know, we haven't
No.
established the industry as some, you know.
The thing is, it's not that. It's not. What it is all of that crap, all the dumb investments, all the things that shouldn't be taken seriously, they exist in the stock market world.
Yeah, but
And
the stock market is rooted in, you know, like people
and
respect the
crypto
stock-
is rooted in Bitcoin and top
It is,
projects.
but-
You're
but
just
the masses
no the
don't respect
narrative.
us. They don't respect our space.
No,
That's the problem.
you know, that's because of the mentality you're talking about. Because they're saying, "Hey, look what they got here. Look at them. Laugh at them." They're pushing that narrative. They're trying to make a mockery and a joke out of our space by highlighting a few small projects out here. And I get it. Shib and Doge have grown, whatever. If anything, it's an indictment to the fact that people would rather keep their money in a meme coin and in a dog project or a frog meme coin. They would rather keep their money there than in a bank. That should scream to the hilltops to traditional finance. Hey, we're in trouble here. And I think one of their resorts is to make fun of. Remember, a lot of times when you're irrelevant, people pay you no mind. But when they're scared of you, what do? Like, look at those guys over there. You know, like that new guy gets hired at the company. And then the people that are nervous that they're going to take his job, they're like, this guy doesn't know what he's doing. Look at him. He's over here all buttoned up, all straight out of college, you know, has no real experience. You know what I mean? I've been in this industry for 15 years. Like, this guy just come out of college, you know, over here with that fresh suit. Like, but they're nervous. They're nervous and they're talking crap.
I met some of those
And then
people.
they're like, yeah, I mean, you saw him at the bar. He was acting a fool, you know? That is traditional finance nervous because all of the characteristics that are in crypto, they're over there in traditional finance too. There is no shortage of crap investments. There's no shortage of companies that fail. We just rebrand them as rug pulls. There's no shortage of bankruptcies. We just call them, we don't let you withdraw your assets. It's exactly the same, but they just repackage it up and then point and make fun of it and say, don't go over there. It's dangerous, but keep your money here in First Republic.
If they watch Sin City Crypto, they would know you got to repackage it up in a fun and sexy way.
That's what I'm saying, man. It's we've been brainwashed to think that crypto is dangerous, that it's a joke, that we money launder, that terrorists use it.
Bad for the environment?
But it's what's lost here is that it's a store of value. It's a protection against inflation. It transacts money fast and efficient. You can send people money abroad from one country to the other without getting taxed to death. It just makes sense. But they leave that out. They don't talk about that. And and you know what we do talk about? We talk about the fact that we're missing likes here. What's going on? Where the likes at?
169 likes. Also, I want to give a shout out to Jimmy gifting 10 Sin City Crypto memberships. If you are a proud recipient of said gifted membership, feel free to use your slew of emojis now. Also, we have some members only content on our channel. Make sure to go check that out when the stream is
Okay,
over.
speaking of emojis, do you think we should put
Don't you think Jimmy deserves an emoji? No? Jimmy? Watch this man?
He
doesn't
has an
think he's-
emoji. It's on his freaking. It's on his name. It's on the left side. All right. So, do you want to do?
Hey, try to make it up for the.
You
rug
want to
pull
do
or-
a meme?
cloud.
Okay. You want to do a meme coin as an emoji? Which one you want? You want Shib, Doge?
No.
Actually, let's ask. Let's ask the chat. Okay. I'm going to add a new emoji for the chat here. Which one do y'all want? Put a 1 if you want. We're gonna start in
market cap order.
market cap order. 1 for Doge, 2 for Shib, 3 for Pepe. Which
It's gonna be Pepe, bro.
which emoji do you guys want? I'm gonna add it. It'll be in there tomorrow.
Do we have access to a new emoji?
I think so.
Okay.
I don't know. Let me check.
What are you voting? I'm gonna throw my vote in. I vote Pepe. I like frogs. I also
You
like
like frogs?
dogs too, though. Damn it. Can we do what the video I showed earlier did, where we combine the dog and the frog and we make a weird thing?
The dog and the frog? Are you talking about the
The pig, monkey, cat
Yeah.
thing that I showed? Yeah. But do that as an emoji.
show?
Seeing a lot of 3s here, bro. 3 was Pepe, right? Yeah, I think
Please, Pepe.
Pepelino's coming.
Hmm.
Pepe it is. Pepe it is.
Really? That's what y'all want.
They want Pepe, bro. The people have spoken. Pepe's the winner.
Okay.
Frogs
Okay,
and dogs.
Pepe is.
Pepe it is. Rocco, what's your vote?
Cacio
Rocco
Pe-
votes a pizza emoji.
Cacio Pepe.
Cacio Pepe. Oh my God, that reminds me of a TikTok reel I saw one time.
No.
It's, anyways.
Okay.
All right. Let's move on to some other news. We have Avalanche. Their contract deployment spikes. Did AVAX feel the ripple effect? Avalanche has observed.
Stop it right now.
What?
Ripple effect?
That's what it says.
That wasn't your joke?
No, that was.
Oh, okay.
Look at the headline.
Ah.
Hmm.
I thought you were doing the dad jokes.
I was
here.
not doing the dad jokes.
Okay.
There's more dad jokes coming. Don't worry.
Okay.
AVAX has observed growth on multiple fronts over the last few months. Noticeably, one area would be in terms of smart contract deployment. Now, why is this important? Well, because a spike in the smart contract deployment can indicate increased usage and adoption of the protocol. More contracts being deployed on the network means more developers are building on Avalanche and creating decentralized applications, also known as dApps, on the network. And why is my thing not moving? There we go. Even though Avalanche witnessed a surge in terms of smart contract deployment, it wasn't able to do well in the DeFi sector. Its DEX volume decreased materially, going from 311 million to only 13.7 in a span of just a few months. I have a couple of things pulled up here from DeFi Llama. So here is the Avalanche chain total value locked, $796 million, down from a height of 12 billion back in December of 2021. Now, we know Avalanche is the only one that suffered from TVL loss. Take a look at what the largest layer one did. That was Ethereum. And that has gone from... ETH has gone from... What is going on here? There we go. All right. ETH has gone from $109 billion and is currently sitting at, let's call it 30 billion. So 109 billion to 30 billion. And we have AVAX dropping from 12 billion down to 800 million. So obviously the rest of these alts have bled more than Ethereum has. But what are your thoughts on Avalanche moving into the next bull market? Is this something that you personally want to have exposure to? We have had a lot of big announcements, a lot of big partnerships for Avalanche, their evergreen subnets. Kind of seems like they're starting to become the enterprise blockchain. What are your thoughts?
Avalanche, huh? I think back to my narrative earlier, there's going to be one after another rally in the markets. I don't think there's enough liquidity to get all the altcoins to pump in at the same time in the same way that we kind of had in 2020, 2021. But I think at some point, it'll be Avalanche's time to shine. I haven't really seen a giant Avalanche rally. Seen Polygon kind of hold its own. Saw a little bit of an Ethereum rally before the unlock of the staking. I think, I don't know. There's been a lot of buzz with Avalanche. Kind of vibing with it. You think you think it's gonna rally?
Well, they get up to $146. As far as the tokenomics, let's take a look here at Crypto Rank. Take a little deeper look here at it. I know there's a lot of talk surrounding their tokenomics. So AVAX has a CERC supply of 328 million, which is about 77% of their total supply. So there's still some inflation, but not to the mass level that you see some of these other tokens. As far as their funding, we take a look here. They haven't raised any money since their ICO, which was in July of 2020. But they did raise total in their ICO, so they raised about $38 million. They're backed by Ava Labs. Again, a lot of enterprises like Avalanche, their subnets are pretty scalable. They have 3 different chains that each serve a purpose. They have the C chain, the X chain, and I forget what the other chain is, but very scalable, right? It's environmentally friendly, which a lot of these companies who are looking to get into blockchain, even though we might not agree with it, or you might not see in the same light that, these regulators or these businesses do, but it's something they pay attention to. So I don't know. I have exposure to Avalanche. I definitely want to keep exposure to Avalanche moving into the next bull market. And it sounds like Robin does as well. So can Avalanche crack the top 10? I think so. Can a P-Chain? Thank you, Geronimo. Can Avalanche supplant Solana? Can Avalanche be the Solana of the next bull market, Rob?
Yeah. Here's the thing. When I think of Solana, I think about it having a parabolic run-up during the middle of a bull market. So when I think about the price action of Solana,
but how much of that was manipulated? I think that's the biggest question people have.
I don't think it was manipulated more than it was hyped by institution.
You don't think Solana was manipulated at all by FTX?
In a targeted marketing strategy, because there was a lot of retail. Now, it started with institutions, and I think institutions kind of huddled up and were like, hey, let's pump this thing up. Let's get the retail excited about it. Let's get NFTs built over here. Let's get this thing going. And I think that with a coordinated attack of sort, I think that venture capital marketed the crap out of Solana through all of the media channels that were taking money and endorsements, and they were front and center, and they got and they rallied hard. And I just don't think that Avalanche is in that same category. Now, they do have venture capital backing, not to the likes of Solana, but I think that they are more of a slow growth compared to Solana. Now, I do think that it will pop off because it's going to have its seat at the table in the next bull market when it comes to the prominent layer ones. And so for that reason, it's going to rally with the rest of the markets. So a 10x, maybe 15 or 20 is on the table for next bull market.
I want to know what the chat thinks. What's going to be the bigger L1, Solana or Avalanche at the height of the next bull market? 1 for Solana, 2 for Avalanche. What will be the bigger layer 1, Solana or Avalanche?
And then a little shout out. We do got a few new people. David Ryan, the letter D as well. We almost got the alphabet here. We got Skyseam, Stel Mod, also The Future, Heidi, Godspeak Crypto, and Dodo. To all of you, hola! Welcome to Sin City Crypto.
You know what the beauty of it is? I think one of these at least will pop off, 10 to 20x from here, potentially. You can argue Solana's got a better chance because it did have an all-time high of, $250. But my worry is how much of that was manipulated by FTX and Sam. What would it have really been if that wasn't the case? And so, but I still think Solana, what they're doing, yes, they have issues, but if they continue to work on fixing them and they're around and they continue to build out their ecosystem and people continue coming on, being onboarded onto the chain, I think Solana could be a great investment moving forward.
The chat's pretty split. 50-50 almost.
Solana and AVAX. Yeah. Well, if you're not sure, just have some exposure to both. Not financial advice. Now, King of L1s, we're going to talk about it, ETH. And so we have this news article from AMB Crypto. Ethereum concludes April with a new all-time high for ETH 2.0 deposit contracts. Ethereum staking and deposit contracts soared to new all-time highs. Have been experiencing robust growth and recently reached a new all-time high. We're going to look over Glassnode here in a second. And by in a second, I mean literally right now. So this is, so I'm going to go back here. So this is from Glassnode. This is a chart on ETH total value, okay, in their 2.0 contract deposits. So total value is currently at an all-time high. This is over close to, I think, 20 million Ether, okay? But I also want to show number of new deposits on the Ethereum proof of stake. And we're going to go from the beginning of this year until where we are now and take a look at the trend. So you can see here, we over the last, let's call it since April 23rd, we're seeing on average between 1,500 and 4,000 Ethereum tokens being deposited into the staking contract, into the beacon chain, to be staked, to earn yield, to secure the network. So we talked about this. I've talked about this a lot. I've talked about it in my Ethereum Shanghai upgrade video. You see chains like Cardano, like Solana, like Polkadot, like some of the other ones who see 60, sometimes 70% of the circulating supply is being staked. ETH, the last time I checked, wasn't even at 15%. And so with ETH being deflationary, with those ratios getting up to that, maybe not even 70%, let's just call it 40%. And ETH is deflationary. It's the largest ecosystem, layer one ecosystem out there in DeFi, in gaming, and NFTs, and everything. In everything, pretty much. I'm sure there's a few small, opaque sectors of layer ones or that industry that ETH doesn't lead in. But for the majority of it, there's a reason it's number one, okay? What's that going to do for price when we start getting I call it a demand shock, right? Demand grows, ETH is deflationary. Now you have 50% of all the ETH tokens staked. What does that mean for the price of ETH? 10K? 20K? What's your price prediction on Ethereum at the height of the next bull market?
15.
15,000?
Yeah. I think that puts us, I think 20,000. It's just,
let's just say
I think there's going to be too much cannibalism in the layer one for it to get that high. But now at a 15,000, that puts Ethereum at, so a 10x it'd put it just shy of $2 trillion market cap. So like $1.8 trillion market cap. I think that's pretty reasonable for the next height. So in about 2 years.
Guys, throw your predictions out there for ETH. If you're a member, use your ETH emoji. What is your price prediction for ETH at the height of the next bull market? I think between 10 and 12,000. That's my, if I had to put a number in, I would put $11,644. Why? Not sure. Not sure why I picked that exact number. All right. We're done.
Is it?
That's it.
All right. Well, before we sign off, I do want to give a shout out to Derek Martin, Detect Iowa 76, and Gary Austin. To you, also Gainslord. Hola! Welcome to Sin City Crypto.
Also, we want to give another shout out to channel sponsor, Cam's Blue Wire Tech. All your IT solution needs. If you want more info, make sure to hop over to their website. It'll pop up on the screen here shortly. And also, it'll be in the description of this video. The link, of course. Speaking of links, you want to support the channel, there's tons of links in the description of this video as well. Also, go follow us on all of our social medias. We are most active on Twitter. We're also on Instagram and TikTok. Also, go check out our merchandise store. Well, you'll not only find Sin City Crypto merch, but you will find as well other Bitcoin, XRP, Cardano, Ethereum. And what else? That's it. You got anything else to add, guys?
No.
Robin, I know you missed this, but Here we go. Rocco?
Going fast.
Rocco?
Yes. I don't see it.
Guys, thank you so much for kicking off your week with us here at Sin City Crypto. We're happy to have the team back. We're excited for this week. Make sure to come back tomorrow, 10:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. On behalf of myself, Robin, and Rocco, we love you guys. Until then,